I'm Herschel. Welcome to my store. And this is Kit, my boss.
Okay.
Ice Tide is here. My favorite celebration. Don't you love the fresh, cold air?
Is Anthem good in 2020?
Much of what I am about to tell you is not well known.
Now, before we start, please subscribe. It really helps me. It really does. Please.
She saw it with her.
So yeah, we're playing Anthem. But Freddtor, why are you playing Anthem? I hear you ask. Well, we are running an experiment. We're doing some checks. We're basically finding out whether Anthem is worth playing yet, or if it's still rubbish. There was so much hype around this game, surely, at some stage, this game will have to become what it set out to be, maybe? Who knows? Of course, there's a lot of talk about a complete overhaul to Anthem being in the works, but I still wanted to see for myself the concept of Anthem, and if there is actual potential. I mean, I didn't play it when it first came out. I waited, and I waited, and I waited a bit more. And all I kept seeing was this monumental backlash from players due to how terrible the game was. I'd never seen anything like it. Then the Kotaku story came out. Obviously, it just absolutely destroyed any faith we may have had in Anthem. It was just a mess, a total mess. So I didn't buy it. It was very expensive. And I remember thinking at the time, I'll just wait for a good promotion to come up and then I'll get it. That only really happened over this last Christmas, where the Legendary Edition came down to like £15, which is like $20. So I decided to get it. So is Anthem good yet? No, not really. It is still pretty rubbish. Granted, there have been quite a number of fixes and patches which have improved the game somewhat, but the core issues are all still there. Let's break down what's wrong with Anthem first and foremost. The loading times. I mean, it's kind of like going on holiday. You're at the airport and you're waiting around for hours to get on a plane, which everyone hates. So, you're waiting all this time and you finally get on board. And it's just awful, cramped, shaky, smelly, terrible. But when you finally land and reach your destination, you're overjoyed. That's basically the loading times effect on Anthem. You gotta wait all this time to then play through a pretty crappy game just to finally get to the loot. Seriously, it's the loading times are a joke. It's been almost a year since release, and it kind of feels like nothing has been done to try and mitigate the one thing, or one of the bigger things, that everyone complained about. It just needs to be fixed. There's, nothing more, nothing less. It just bloody get it fixed. Next we have NPCs, or more specifically, talking to NPCs on Fort Tarsis. I mean, Jesus.
Here we are, back in Fort Tarsis. The last stop on the Bastion frontier.
If it isn't my favorite freelancer. I hear you've been busy.
You know how it is, though. Another day, another disaster averted.
What have you done this time?
Nothing. My armor's fine. Probably. I hope.
It's so boring. I mean, the writing is awful in my opinion. The execution and the line delivery is just as terrible. It's so lifeless and so cliche.
Hello, I'm Herschel. Welcome to my store. And this is Kit, my boss.
Okay.
Ice Tide is here. My favorite celebration. Don't you love the fresh, cold air?
It feels good to cool off sometimes.
I love being able to see my breath.
Although some of the cutscenes aren't that bad, but I could not care less about any of the characters. I don't even know their names. I can't remember it. It really does need an overhaul in this department, for sure. Next on the list, the story. Again, just poor and interesting. Makes no sense. Couldn't care less. Mission design. Badly executed. Lackluster. Extremely linear and boring. There is a lot of potential, but just seems like an absolute waste. Needs radical improvement. That leads to repetitiveness. Anthem is quite possibly the most repetitive game ever made. I'm not even joking. Every passing day is a struggle to turn on and play Anthem. The world itself, the open map, cluttered, lifeless, dull, basically sums it up. In the end of it, there's just so much wrong with Anthem currently. And it's not just small parts of it either. It's major sections, like the story itself. Or, most importantly, the actual loot. It could have been done so much better, 100 times better. And at the end of the day, the game does have potential. An overhaul could really see Anthem make an actual comeback. Possibly even fight with the likes of Destiny and The Division, Borderlands. There's certainly a lot of gamers out there that would be interested to see the world of Anthem rise up and become a solid loot shooter. A lot of the mechanics are already there. The flying, especially, as everyone knows, is so cool. This is really where Anthem shines. The weapon mechanics aren't bad either. They're quite satisfying. We just need better loot, better weapons. The specials, they're pretty fun to use as well. So really, it's not impossible for an overhaul to really transform Anthem into something that could really amaze us all. For now, we'll just have to wait and see. If you can find Anthem cheap, definitely grab it. For about 3 or 4 hours, you're gonna have some fun, guaranteed. After that, I can't really promise anything. Anyway, just make sure you subscribe. Just click the button, please. Okay, thank you for watching. Goodbye now.
Don't do anything to draw their fire. I'll leave that to you.